What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey. We're back with another one. Hey, before I kick things off, if you're looking to level up as an investor, check out the link down below to the Patreon and join our team of investors over at the Discord. Alright guys, so it's that time we're going to blow off some steam with some penny stock plays for next week. Now you guys know penny stocks can be volatile, so if you're jumping into these plays, I'm going to need you guys to have your seatbelts on, ready for the ride. Before I get to it, I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button for me, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Now before we jump into our first penny stock play for next week, guys, let's cover off one of the penny stocks I gave you guys last week for those of you who jumped into this one. Up on screen, that's GNUS brands, ticker symbol GNUS. Now for those of you who jumped into this one and I called them out last week, you guys were rewarded for a respectable 20% increase in this one. Now you guys know I like it when you turn up in the comment section. I read each and every comment. One of the comments I got last week was that maybe it's not the right time for penny stocks. I want you guys to know, no matter what the market's doing, there's always opportunities out there to make money in the stock market. And you guys know I'm going to do my very best to dig them out and present them to you. So here you go, at 20% up on the week. Now just some words of wisdom for me: when the markets aren't moving in the direction you want them to in that very moment in time, that's not the time to lose focus and turn your backs to the markets, because the markets can move very quickly and it can catch you off guard. Now over the last couple of weeks during this correction phase, we've seen a lot of fallen soldiers from the investing world. But as you guys can see, they've missed out on a great week that we've just had in the stock market. So I want to let you guys know, no matter what the general market is throwing at you, make sure you guys are staying in the game with me. Alright, so GNUS brands currently standing at $2.12. Guys, strong performance on the week. Now, this is because there's some linkages, some rumors with Roblox. Now, talking about Roblox, that's a play that we want to add to the portfolio, but we're waiting for a better entry point. You guys know we're going to add that to our gaming collection with other plays like Skills. They're going to do great things going forward. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some partnership with them to be announced in the future, because the cartoon channel from GNUS brands actually shows some Roblox shows on there. But regardless of if this linkage, if this rumor materializes with Roblox, there's still good opportunities with GNUS going forward. But you guys know we just have to play this one correctly. So if you're looking to enter into this play, we want to call off back down to $2. That's the strike price on this one. Our first penny stock play for next week, that's Drive Shack, ticker symbol DS. Currently standing at $3.15. Now, this is a leisure play. They operate these goal-focused entertainment, food and beverage outlets. Now, for some history, you guys need to know this one got hit hard by the pandemic, but since then they've been on a strong rebound. Now, when it comes to these penny stock plays, I always tell you guys, stay focused on the management team. Look at what they're doing, look at what they're saying. And here, Drive Shack, they're backed by a very good management team. They're ambitious, they're focused, and they're driven to take this business to the next level. So a couple of things I want to highlight about this management team. The first is the way they've navigated this shutdown period by implementing like operational efficiencies and things of that nature to improve this business margins. The second thing is they're very focused on growth, so they're trying to expand the business into different niches within the sport and open up a lot of different outlets. Now you guys know when they do that, it's going to increase their revenue generating potential, and as they do, that's going to increase their stock price further. And they've also got the numbers to back them up. In their last quarter, revenue clocked in at 60 million, EBITDA came in at 5 million. I expect them to blast through estimates in their following quarters. As the popularity of the sport still exists, they're on a big expansion drive, as there's that increased interest to socialize once we get through this period. Alright, so Drive Shack is currently sitting at $3.15. Now you guys know our selling strategy when it comes to these penny stock plays. We have our 3 checkpoints. That's at 25% return, 50% and 100% return. At each level, you're taking profit out of the play. So the first time to take profits, that's when Drive Shack crosses that $4 mark. The second point is at $4.75. Let's talk strike price on this one. I like this one closer to $3. If you catch this anything below $3.10, grab them, pick them up, add them to the portfolio. With what they're doing, their growth phase, the strong management team, this is a play that can get to that $5 mark. Our next play, that's HITIF, ticker symbol HITIF. This is one you guys should be familiar with by now. Another play backed by superior management team, very focused on growth. Last business update I gave you guys, I mentioned they just opened up their 70th retail outlet. That was only a couple of weeks ago. This week, they came out and announced they've opened up their 75th. So they've added 5 stores in a very short period of time. And as I said, I expect them to continue rolling out these stores as we go through the year. This is good signs for this play. Also, we know that they're focused on making those acquisitions as well. And the management is just constantly reminding us they're keeping a close eye on the market for those acquisitions to scale and grow their business. Now, their last acquisition, that's Smoke Cartel, that's moving along nicely, and we know that expands them into the accessory side of the industry. Now, all of this growth is reflected in strong numbers. Year on year, they grew over 100%. And their losses, they're becoming narrower, so they're on the path to profitability. Now, you guys know that's a winning formula when you see a play where its revenues are growing, but its margins are increasing. That's a good play you've got on your hands. Now, we know they've been cleaning up their balance sheet, so again, that's another positive with this play. If we take a look at the charts, HITIF currently standing at 62 cents. On the stock price action, you can see they're consolidating right now, i.e. trading flat. This is a good sign because all it takes is that one catalyst to push that stock price up. Right now, they're in the buy zone. Anything under 65 cents is a buy in my books. And you guys know I've got an end of year price target on this one of $1.20. So this is another double up candidate for you guys to add to the portfolio if you haven't already done so. These are the kind of penny stock plays you want in your portfolio. Backed by a strong management team, they have the numbers to validate them, and they have a clear path to success. Now, I just had to touch on this one, ticker symbol ZOM. Now, we know commercial launch of their animal diagnostic testing product, that's truforma, is fast approaching at the end of the month. So in anticipation that this is a success, I had to make sure this is at least on your watch list. Now, Zom, they're doing everything they can do to set themselves up for success. They've got the strong investor interest there. They've also got the distribution agreements with companies like Miller that give them access to the companies they need to be in front of. Now, I'll let you guys know that this one carries more risk than the other two penny stock players I gave you because they're pre-revenue and they're yet to validate their product. This doesn't mean, however, they don't have a bright future ahead of them. It just means we need to be strategic with how we approach this one. So I'm going to need you guys to ensure you got your stop limit set on this play. You guys know I've been calling this one out since they're $1, so I know a lot of you guys, you made 100% or more return on this one. So no matter what happens going forward, we're still going to remain in the money. So right now, Zomedica is sitting at $2.30. If you guys can wait for a call off before loading up on this play, $2.05, $2.10, that's a better entry point to jump into this one. Alright guys, so those are the penny stock plays for next week. You guys are set and ready. Let's get it. Alright guys, we're rocking with the channel. You know what time is. This question comes from Daniel, says, is it safer to invest directly in crypto or investing into mining companies like Mara and Riot? Firstly, I want to thank you for sending this in. This is a great question. That's a follow-up to my video that I did yesterday talking about crypto reaching its all-time high and that benefiting our mining plays that we have in the portfolio. So first up, what you guys need to know is these mining plays, they're linked to the price of Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin rises, the price of the mining plays are likely to rise. The reverse is true. If Bitcoin falls, the mining plays are likely to fall. This is because that price of Bitcoin affects the revenues that these mining companies make. But what you guys need to know is the mining plays, they're a lot more volatile than the price of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up 5%, your mining plays are likely to go up a lot more than 5%. Now the reverse is also true. In addition to these crypto miners being volatile, there's also the added layer of risk that they're in a competitive arena with all the other mining plays. So they have to constantly invest into their business and ensure that they're performing well. So Bitcoin is undoubtedly a safer investment. However, I like the opportunity to make outsized returns with these crypto miners, and that's exactly what we've done since last year. You guys know I put Marathon on your radar when they're sitting at $2. Now, in the time that Bitcoin is, 2x, 2.5x, Marathon on the other hand has 20x. Now that's why as guidance I say have 2 to 5% of your portfolio within crypto. So despite the risk, despite the volatility, you can still enjoy the upside with us on these plays. You guys also know we approach them strategically. We're careful when we enter these plays, but also we have our stop limits set on them so that no matter what happens with the price of Bitcoin, we're always going to be in the money with these crypto mining plays. Now we've been crushing these plays for months now, and going forward I'm excited because what we're going to do is continue to crush these plays moving on. Alright guys, so that wraps things up. Do hit the like button for me, it helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out the link down below to the Patreon where you can get access to our Discord and join our team of investors over there. Now guys, over this weekend I've given you guys a ton of plays with a strategy to go with to dominate another week in the markets with me. Now ahead of tomorrow's opening bell in the stock market, one thing left to say. Let's go!